He never knew his first lie would awaken an ancient river spirit. The village of Okuru was peaceful, quiet farms, hummingbirds, and a gentle river that flowed like a mother singing lullabies to her children. But unknown to many, the river had ears. It listened, it remembered, and it never forgot a lie. One hot afternoon, Nana followed the path that led to the great Okuru River. Sunlight flashed on the water like scattered diamonds. The air was calm, too calm. The villagers believed the river had a spirit that loved truth, but punished lies. But Nana didn't care. To him, it was just a story for scaring children. He bent near the river, grinning mischievously. "River, river, I brought you a golden calabash," he announced proudly. But there was nothing in his hands. The wind paused. The birds fell silent. He laughed, thinking it was all a harmless joke. But deep beneath the water, something stirred, slowly, silently, dangerously. The river spirit had heard him, and it did not like lies. The river spirit whispered his name, and that was only the beginning. That night, Nana lay in his bamboo bed when he heard it. A whisper, soft, cold, calling him, "Nana." He jerked upright, heart pounding. His room was dark, lit only by the moon sliding through the window. He pressed his ear to the wall, silence. But the moment he lay down again, the whisper returned, louder this time, like water swirling inside a clay pot. "Nana, why did you lie to me?" His breath caught in his throat. No one else was in the room, no footsteps outside, only the unsettling voice drifting like mist. He ran to his mother's room, shaking. "Mama, Mama, someone is calling me!" His mother lit her oil lamp. "You probably had a bad dream," she said softly. But deep inside, even she felt a strange chill in the air. The next day, Nana told his friends about the voice, expecting laughter. But instead, they stepped back. "You lied to the river?" a girl asked. "My grandfather said the river hates lies," another whispered. Fear crept into Nana's chest. That evening, he returned to the river with trembling hands. "River, I was only joking," he said nervously. But the water rippled as if something beneath it was rising. The river was awake, and it wasn't done with him yet. When the river rose without rain, the village knew trouble was coming. 3 days passed. No rain, not a single cloud in the sky. Yet the river began to swell, slowly at first, then faster, creeping toward the village farms. The elders gathered in confusion. "This should not be happening," Elder Okafor murmured. "The river rises only during storms." As they argued, a small gourd floated to the riverbank. No one touched it until it rolled directly to Nana's feet. He froze. The gourd opened on its own. Inside was water, but darker than night, and from it came the same whisper, "You lied to me." Nana dropped it and ran. The elders questioned him, and tears burst from his eyes as he confessed everything. The false golden calabash, the laughter, the midnight whisper. The elders gasped. "You have offended the river mother," they warned gravely. "She demands truth, and if she is not appeased, this village will suffer." Panic spread. The river was no longer just water. It was anger in motion, and Nana was the cause. The spirits began to visit him, even when he was awake. Nana's days became nightmares. At the marketplace, he heard splashing behind him, yet no one else heard it. At school, water dripped onto his desk, though the roof was dry. At night, he felt cold, wet fingers brushing his ankles. He stopped sleeping, stopped eating, stopped smiling. The villagers could see the fear consuming him. One morning, he sat by his mother's fire, shaking violently. "The river wants me," he whispered. "I can feel it watching me." His mother held him tightly. "We will find a solution," she promised, but her voice quivered. That evening, an old woman arrived, the river keeper, known as Mama Ejima. She had deep wrinkles, silver hair, and eyes sharp enough to see a person's soul. Nana trembled. "What must I do?" "You must go to the river, alone, but not to play, to confess." His heart dropped. Facing the river was the last thing he wanted, but now it was the only way. The night he returned to the river, the moon hid behind clouds. Mama Ijima led him to the riverbank under a moonless sky. The air was heavy, the silence thick. A deep fog covered the water like a blanket hiding something alive. "Nana," she said, "the river does not punish without reason. Tonight you must speak the truth." His knees shook. "What if it pulls me in?" "Then let your truth be stronger than your fear." She handed him a white clay pot filled with pure water, a symbol of honesty. Nana stepped toward the river. The fog parted for him. The water glowed faintly, blue, mysterious, threatening. "River Mother," he whispered, I lied to you. I pretended to bring a golden calabash. It was wrong. I'm sorry." The river became still. Then it rose. A towering wave shaped like a giant shadow. Nana screamed and fell backward, but the wave did not touch him. Instead, it hovered, listening. Mama Ijima whispered urgently, "Tell her everything." With tears streaming, Nana poured out every truth, every prank, every lie, every careless word he had ever spoken. The river's glow brightened. Then something unexpected happened. The wave slowly lowered and vanished. The river had heard him, but forgiveness had not yet come. The river demanded a price, and it was more than anyone expected. Even after the confession, the river did not calm. The water kept rising, swallowing bushes and creeping toward farmlands. The villagers panicked. "We will lose everything! The spirits are angry!" Mama Ijima summoned the elders. "The River Mother wants something," she said. "What sacrifice?" Elder Okafor asked. Mama Ijima pointed at Nana. "Not his life," she said, "but his truth." They stared in confusion. The old woman explained, "Nana must serve the river for 7 days. No lies, no tricks, no hiding. Every morning he must come here, speak truthfully, and clean the riverbank. Only then will the river know that his apology was real." Nana gasped. "A whole week?" "Yes," she replied. "A liar must work to rebuild trust, even with spirits." The villagers agreed. And so Nana began. Every morning before sunrise, he cleaned the riverbank, returned lost fishing nets, helped old fishermen, and spoke honestly to everyone he met. It wasn't easy. Sometimes he almost lied out of habit. Sometimes his friends mocked him. But the river watched silently, judging, waiting. On the 5th day, the river tested him with a dangerous temptation. By the 5th day, Nana had changed. He woke early, spoke gently, avoided mischief, and tried to become a better person. But the river wanted to know if he had truly transformed, or if he was only pretending. So it tested him. That afternoon, Nana found a fisherman's bag with silver coins near the bank. No one was around. His heart raced. What if I take one coin? No one will know. Old habits whispered in his mind. But then, the wind froze, the water stilled, and the river whispered, "Nana, choose truth." His hand trembled as he picked up the bag. He ran through the village shouting, "Who owns this? I found it near the river." An old fisherman stepped forward. Tears filled his eyes. "I thought I had lost everything. Thank you, my boy." For the first time in his life, Nana felt the warmth of doing right. That evening, the river glowed softly, a sign of approval. Nana had passed the test, but one final challenge was coming, one that would decide everything. The storm that came had no rain, only the river spirit's wrath. On the 7th night, the sky turned dark, not with clouds, but with a strange blue light swirling above the river. Thunder rumbled, but there was no rain, no wind, only power. Villagers rushed out, trembling. Mama Ijima raised her staff. "The River Mother is coming!" The river began to spin, forming a massive whirlpool. From its center, a glowing feminine figure emerged, tall, ancient, beautiful, terrifying. The river spirit. Her voice echoed like 1,000 waters. "Nana, come forward!" He stepped forward, legs shaking violently. "You lied to me," she said. "You mocked me. You disrespected the spirit that protects this land." Nana fell to his knees. "I know, and I am sorry. I have changed. Please, forgive me." The spirit studied him, her eyes glowing brighter. "Truth is like water," she said. "When it is pure, it gives life. When it is polluted, everything suffers." She lifted her hand. Nana cried out, but instead of punishment, she placed a glowing drop of water on his forehead. The whirlwind stopped. The river calmed. Forgiveness had come at last. The village celebrated, but the river left him one final warning. The next morning, Okuru village rejoiced. The river had returned to its normal level. The farmland dried. The fear vanished like smoke. Nana became a little hero. Villagers shook his hand. Children followed him, eager to learn from him. But Mama Ijima pulled him aside. "Do not think everything is over," she warned. "The river mother forgave you, but she also marked you." Nana touched his forehead where the glowing drop had fallen. "What does the mark mean?" "It means the river will always know when your heart is not clean. You can never return to your old ways." Her words sank deep into him. That night as he lay in bed, a gentle whisper came, not frightening this time, but wise. "Speak the truth, and you will live in peace." Nana smiled. For the first time, the river's voice comforted him. The boy who once lied became the guardian of truth. Years passed. Nana grew into a strong, respected young man. Unlike before, he no longer used words to deceive. He used them to guide, encourage, and bring peace. Whenever disputes arose, people called him. Whenever children lied, parents told them, "Do you want the river to treat you like it treated Nana?" He became a living lesson, a reminder, a symbol. One evening, as he walked along the riverbank, the water shimmered gently, like a friendly smile. "Thank you," Nana whispered, "for teaching me the value of truth." The river rippled softly in response, as if saying, "And thank you for learning." From that day on, Nana was known across many villages as the guardian of truth, the boy who lied once but never again. And so, the legend lived on, a warning, a wisdom, a story for every generation.